Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with Datazero. This is your daily outlook prediction for stocks and crypto. This video is not financial advice, should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence for buying any stock or crypto asset. With that being said, the top of the charts facts data showing you what is going on for today. First thing we're going to be looking at is AMC GME. Then we're going to be looking at SPY and the overall stock market. And then we're going to be looking at cryptocurrency. So the first thing I want to point out for the meme stocks is this pop here in after hours for AMC. I want to point out AMC has been getting shorted heavily, so has GameStop, and AMC's price should be higher. Now, people that are asking me that are looking to buy AMC, is this a good buy price? Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. This is where people should be buying and where shorts should be taking profit. But instead, what we're seeing is shorts doubling down, tripling down, shorting even more near these all-time lows and near these low areas where RSI is oversold, and we're showing signs of possible recovery here in the near future. So this is signs of unhealthy shorting, this is signs of desperation, and this is signs that they are desperately trying to keep AMC and GME down. GME has been able to move to the upside despite all of this bearish pressure after breaking out of the falling wedge, but AMC has been slumping down after breaking out of the falling wedge. This sometimes does happen where you need to build bullish momentum before pushing up. RSI is trending up with green MACD while price is trending down. This is bullish divergence, so I wouldn't be surprised if AMC did get a correction back to the upside and a decent pop back towards $3. I believe that AMC is oversold right now and undervalued right now at this point in time. And in fact, we actually had recent analysts come out and say AMC has a price target of $4. If you go ahead and go to websites like marketbeat.com and stuff like that, and then just try, and remember, analysts are bought and paid for, okay? So these price targets aren't really legitimate price targets, but even the analysts are saying that AMC is oversold right now. If you guys go ahead and go to analyst forecast, you can see that we actually have a forecast, an average consensus price of $4.26. So we are oversold right now. We are undervalued right now, even by the analyst standards, ladies and gentlemen, which is, in my opinion, not good. Okay, I think the price should be much higher than $4.26 in my personal opinion, based off of just all the apes buying and holding alone. If you go ahead and look at OBV, man, OBV is going crazy, and it really tells the story of AMC. The price should be much higher than it really is. OBV is on a balanced volume, and it's just kind of a way to see how many people are buying and holding. And you guys can see OBV is near all-time highs. Okay, so the price should actually be going higher, but the fact that they keep diluting, the fact that they keep shorting, Adam Aaron keeps diluting, this is what drives the price lower and lower and lower. Now, for the immediate short term, again, I wouldn't be surprised if we did get some recovery or a pop to the upside, especially because we were getting manipulated so hard to the downside. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Right now, they're dumping millions of short shares on AMC, and it is definitely showing an effect. And they've been shorting for days. You guys can see these white candle volume candles right here. That's showing how much shorting they've been doing. Cost of borrow has been going down while the shorting's been going up. Okay, that's divergence as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if cost of borrow spiked up, but right now they're getting shares for the low, ladies and gentlemen, and they're getting plenty of shares. So there's no way to sugarcoat this. AMC getting dumped on heavily. Right now, the price should be higher. In my personal opinion, AMC is oversold and undervalued. You guys can see the RSI is trending up while price is trending down. That's bullish divergence. So again, I think we're going to see a movement up, especially if GameStop starts to keep going and starts to get that momentum, which I think it is. GameStop has been able to go up despite all of the bearish pressure. They had over 10 million short shares on GameStop. They're down to 5.9 million at time of recording here for GME, and 5.5 million at time of recording for AMC. Cost of borrow for AMC is sitting at 0.53%. Cost of borrow for GME is sitting at 0.45%. Okay, both of the fundamentals, and wait till you see the video on Friday, ladies and gentlemen. You've never seen AMC popping like I'm about to show you guys, so make sure you watch this video on Friday. Somebody's lying to us. The box office is going crazy. They don't need to dilute. They don't need our money, okay? They are making plenty of money, ladies and gentlemen. AMC is thriving, and I'm going to prove it on my video. So make sure you guys check that out on Friday. I appreciate anybody who checks the video out because that does help support the channel. Now, as you guys can see, GME is starting to push back towards that $23 price target, which I said it was most likely hit again this week. We already hit it earlier this week, but I think we're going to hit it again. What we need to see, though, is we need to see GameStop make a cream break above $22.80. Once GameStop breaks and holds $22.80, $23 is going to be next on its list, and it will probably go for that quite rapidly. AMC looks like it's actually probably going to get some recovery here tomorrow and head back towards $285 in my personal opinion, especially with this pop to the upside. Right now, again, AMC just extremely oversold in my personal opinion and undervalued. We do have these buy orders here at 276 all the way down to 275. So that's probably why we got this push to the upside. And if we were to go lower, we would probably hit those buy orders and snap back up. But this is what I'm looking at for AMC and GME. I'm expecting some recovery tomorrow for AMC and GME. GME most likely going to break above 22.80 and hold that. And then what we're probably going to see is GME move towards $23, which should help AMC move up. If GME managed to break and hold $23, you could see a nice movement to the upside as people are buying call options in anticipation of GME actually being able to get above $23. You guys can see that call options for $23 are up. Okay, so people are buying $23 calls in anticipation for GME moving up. I believe GME is about to start moving up, and that should help AMC move up as well. This is what I'm looking at for the meme stocks. Let's go ahead and go to SPY in the overall market. Show you guys what's going on there. SPY getting a little bit of pop to the upside today, getting a little bit of recovery. NASDAQ still tracking with my prediction. Again, I expect to see basically like a little bit more upside / consolidation, and then we're probably going to start moving down. So we could see SPY go a little bit higher before correcting to the downside. So you just want to be aware of that. Right now, from what I'm seeing on SPY, it does look like we're going to actually see bullishness tomorrow. So I wouldn't be surprised if SPY pushes up a little bit higher tomorrow. In my personal opinion, probably towards 634 or 635. SPY most likely is going to be moving to the upside, as I am saying now. As you guys can see, NASDAQ is also tracking with this prediction very, very well. I do think we are going to correct down, but not just yet. So again, based off what I'm seeing here with the super trend, we're getting buy signals here on some of the bigger time frames as well. We're getting buy signals here on the hourly time frame, 2-hour time frame. It looks like SPY is going to push up higher, and then we'll correct down, but we're probably going to hit 634, 635 before we do move back. So if I were trading tomorrow, I'd probably be looking at call options. What you would expect to see in the morning is a little bit of consolidation to confirm this. You might see us pull back down to like 633, 633.15, but that's probably where you'll find support and then be able to push up from there towards that 634, 635 price target. So this is what we're looking at for SPY in the overall market. Short, sweet, and to the point. You do want to be aware that coming up here, August 7th, is going to be Trump tariffs coming into play. So just be ready for that. Last time the tariffs came into play, we absolutely seen the markets dump. So that could be the same outcome as now. Markets started to dump and until we got the pause. So this is what happened last time we got tariffs. Then the tariffs went into play. And until we got the pause, markets did not recover. So if the tariffs do come into play and really stay in there and become finalized, I would expect the markets to pull back overall. But this is pretty much it. Nothing here on data drops or anything like that. I'm expecting SPY to go up in my personal opinion towards that 634, 635 price target based off the analysis that I'm seeing here. You guys can see that the bands are actually getting tight as well. Here on the 2-hour time frame above the blue medium line, it looks like we're going to continue up. It's very, very obvious that SPY is definitely going to be continuing up in my personal opinion. Alligator also shows bullish. So SPY going to definitely be moving towards my price target of 634, 635. Let's go ahead and move into BTC and crypto, and then we will wrap up this video. So Bitcoin getting a nice bounce today after pulling back pretty hard. Possible double bottom formation here off of 113,000, bottom 1 and bottom 2. That could see Bitcoin bounce, but we really need to see Bitcoin break $115,700 to really get bullish. If we did break above the sloping support and resistance here, that would be a sign that this overall downtrend that we've been in since the peak of 123.2K would be ending. So again, I talked about this on the live stream. There's a very, very good chance that Bitcoin is going to do something special. I talked about the BTC rainbow chart showing that we are still in accumulation. I talked about all of the smart money buying, all of the new regulation that we're seeing that is lending clarity into crypto. You guys can see that we're in accumulation here on the Bitcoin rainbow chart. Also, the fact that we're probably going to break back above the sloping support and resistance, which means we're probably going to go towards my 125K price target. We do have a fractal that says we're going to pull back, but I honestly think we're going to decouple from this fractal at this point. This fractal's been tracking for over a year now. So if we do decouple, it will be something major, okay? The fractal says we're actually going to pull back and come down to this liquidity pocket of like 102 to like 96K and then bounce up to a new all-time high, hitting my 125K price target. But if we continue to hold and remain above like 110 to 115K, you're probably going to see a push for 125 before this fractal says. And this is probably where we're going to decouple and where you're going to see Bitcoin push up. And if Bitcoin does do that, altcoins are going to go insane. Altcoins look like they're in accumulation right now to make a big move up, okay? Ethereum looks like it's in accumulation right now, breaking above the sloping support and resistance, which means this downtrend that it's been in since 4.8K would be over, which means we're about to make a new all-time high. XRP also setting up for a possible new all-time high. This is why I think Bitcoin potentially is going to make a new all-time high. If XRP gets the ETF, it's absolutely going to blast off. I tweeted about this. There's possible legal clarity now for XRP to get that ETF. And if it's a big ETF, it's going to go absolutely crazy. Price is going to go to $4 price target very, very easily. Right now, XRP is trying to reclaim $3. If it can break and hold $3, you could see a nice move up towards $335. And of course, if we break and hold $335, we could move towards $366, which is the all-time high. And if we break past that, we could go to $380, $4, hitting my overall price target. I am expecting Bitcoin to potentially move up, and that is what's going to cause altcoins to move up. Again, Bitcoin dominance is extremely high right now. And with Bitcoin dominance being this high, Bitcoin's going to control the market. So when Bitcoin goes up, altcoins are going to go up. When Bitcoin goes down, altcoins are going to go down. Bitcoin dominance sitting at 59.7%. Ethereum dominance sitting at 11.6%. If it was altcoin seasons, then altcoin could outperform Bitcoin. But right now, we're not in altcoin season. So Bitcoin is going to be calling the shots. So this is why you want to watch Bitcoin very, very carefully. If Bitcoin could stay above that 110, 115K range and get this pop to the upside, it's going to take key altcoins like XRP, Ethereum, and ADA with it. And these are going to make moves, which I have price targets for. XRP, $4. ADA is like $1, $1.25. And Ethereum is like 4.2, 4.8, and possibly new all-time high. ADA is also tracking with my macro prediction here. We have this falling wedge, which shows we're probably going to pop to the upside here soon. So this is why I think altcoins and crypto market is in accumulation for another move up. This is why I think we're going to decouple from my fractal, and this is why I think we could see something truly special from BTC, because if it does decouple from the fractal and move up, it's going to be crazy. So very, very excited on what we could potentially see here for crypto. Crypto is definitely the place to be, not financial advice. And it's a thriving market, brand new opportunities, and you are still early, ladies and gentlemen. Mass adoption has not happened. And once you really understand the technology, which I broke down on my live stream, which you guys should check out. Once you really understand the technology, I broke it down at the end of my live stream, so you guys can check it out if you want to. You really understand that Bitcoin and crypto are superior to banks and the money that we have right now. Fiat currency, the US dollar, Bitcoin and XRP, crypto is superior to that. Especially Bitcoin in particular. XRP could be something like the new SWIFT system. Bitcoin could be like gold, but better. Ethereum, something like a silver maybe, but even more valuable because you can build on top of it. But again, crypto, as we move into the digital space, you're going to need a place to show digital value, and crypto is that. All it really is a protocol. It's not cryptocurrency, it's a protocol, and that's what you need to understand. Cardano ADA getting ready to track and break out with my prediction, moving towards that $1.25 mark. XRP definitely getting ready to break out, in my personal opinion, as it broke above the sloping support resistance, meaning this overall downtrend that it's been in since the all-time high is over, and it looks like we're going to start recovering back towards a new all-time high. So again, I'm very, very excited for what we are going to see, but in order to see this happen, we need to see Bitcoin track with my prediction and move back up towards 120 or 125K. where then altcoins will start to rally. So this is what we're looking at for the crypto market. We want to see Bitcoin push up. If we did see a big pullback down towards 100K, what the fractal is saying, you would see altcoins pull back dramatically. That dip would be buying. That would be a great buy opportunity in my personal opinion. But I don't think that's what we're going to see. I think based off the technicals I'm seeing here, we're actually going to push up here soon for BTC, but we're literally just consolidating. Bitcoin has done this a lot. It pushes up, consolidates, pushes up, consolidates, pushes up, consolidates. I think we are getting near a possible top, but I don't think the top's in just yet. Pushes up, consolidates, pushes up, consolidates. It does this all the time. I think BTC is actually going to make a nasty move up towards that 125K price target. And I have not missed any price targets on crypto. So make sure you guys like and subscribe if you do hold crypto and stocks as well, as my predictions are highly accurate. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your daily outlook prediction. I have a merch store if you guys want to check that out. Linked in the comment section description below. I also have a Discord as well with exclusive buy signals and sell signals, technicals, information, and much, much more, an exclusive community. It's $100 for a lifetime invite. If you want to get involved, hit me up on my email down below, DataZero Official 5. Payment is made via PayPal or Cash App, and once you make payment, I'll send you a link to get it in. Make sure you contact me before you do send payment. Ladies and gentlemen, if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you because that helps me with the algorithm. If you want to support for free, just leave a like, comment, subscribe, and that will help out with the algorithm. And if you want to help out even more, you can share these videos, share my content, which helps me out immensely. As always, guys, thank you because I couldn't have made it this far without you. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out, fam.